Yes, welcome to today's update and today's edition, ladies and gentlemen, fans and viewers in the page. We've been getting series of reports and series of news from different social media outlets that soon a Palestinian state will be recognized by United Kingdom and some other countries around the world. I want you to understand that before the September month that a Palestinian state will be recognized, there may be no more Hamas. As I'm talking to you right now, a lot of good job is being carried out inside the Gaza Strip to end the government of Hamas. Hamas has been looting a lot of the humanitarian aid that is being transported into Gaza Strip for the civilians to consume. They are being taken and stolen by Hamas. We have a lot of the videos here in the page, and we have a lot of the documentations. We've been getting a lot of news from different social media outlets that Palestinian state will be recognized by Canada and United Kingdom and some other countries. Believe you me, before September, there may be nothing like Hamas anymore. Because as I'm talking to you right now, a lot of job is going on inside the Gaza Strip, and the IDF are doing marvelously well to bring the government of Hamas to an end. It is good the Israel Defense Force end it all once and for all. The Hamas are refusing to release the remaining 50 hostages there in their captivities. And here we go, hearing various news that Hamas is about to be recognized. The Palestinians are about to be recognized by Canada, UK, and some other countries, which is not going to be possible. You can't be holding 50 hostages that you kidnapped from Israel, and you want Israel to let go of the hostages under your captivities just like that. It's not going to be possible. If you want peace in the Gaza Strip, release the remaining 50 hostages and there will be peace all over the Gaza Strip. Without wasting much of your time, please pay very good attention and stay focused. Listen carefully to Chaim Mispin as he is reporting live in the Gaza Strip. Welcome to today's update and today's edition, ladies and gentlemen. Let's delve into the video update that we have here. Let's go.
Let me get this straight. There are countless tons of aid waiting there inside Gaza for someone to distribute it. A UN person is supposed to be doing that, right? And hundreds of trucks waiting to be driven, right? And yet now Israel has to drop and other countries have to drop by air this food to our enemies while they're still holding and threatening to murder those who they didn't already murder. Something's not adding up here. Something's not really making sense to me. Our soldiers are dying while this is going on, while we're fighting to make sure that Hamas won't do any more of this terror. 2 soldiers died as an explosive device was placed on their transport, their military transport. And their names are Captain Amir Saad. He's only 22 years old. Young guy. A technology and maintenance officer in the Golani Reconnaissance Unit. And he was killed. Sergeant Inon Nuri Alvana, only 20 years old from Kiryat Tivon, up in the Galilee. And he was from the Golani Reconnaissance Unit, Golani Brigade, also killed in the same incident. These explosive devices, they somehow are able to go out, plant them under the ground, on the roadside. They're very tricky with this guerrilla warfare. And we just have to keep our eyes peeled, and we can't give in to terror. So IDF is continually upgrading humanitarian aid to Gaza, renewing airdrops, as I talked about, electrical infrastructure, providing water. And you wonder how people are saying we are doing an orchestrated starvation. Like, do people not have eyes? Do they not see all this? They think these are fake videos? What do they think? I mean, I see it with my own eyes, the amount of trucks that go in. And I do see something interesting. I see bullet holes in the windows sometimes, or broken glass. And of course, you see the videos of Hamas jumping on these trucks, stealing the food. So you know what they say about these Iranian attacks that may still continue. They say they had this kind of electromagnetic pulse bomb that would have crippled Israel's entire electrical infrastructure. And we have a lot of things run off electricity. And that could have been really, really devastating. Now, I know people are saying it's going on for 660 days. How can this continue? You know, today is, I think, day 660. How can this continue? And you hear this, you read this article by Yasser Abu Shabab, a militia commander who's an anti-Hamas group there in Gaza, mostly in the south of Gaza. And he says, for thousands of Gazas in eastern Rafah, the war is over. He said, this is what all of Gaza should look like. A life without Hamas. He said, life returns without Hamas. And so he says, look at this prototype. There's no airstrikes, there's no fear of explosions, there's no terror, there's no lines for aid, there's no reign of terror. People sleep peacefully, and they know that Abu Shabab has their back. And so most Gazans want to join, you know, to be against Hamas, but they're afraid they're going to get killed. That's what dictators do. It's a reign of terror. And so there's 600,000 Gazans outside of combat zones. And his militia is prepared to take responsibility for all of Rafah. And I mean, I don't know how this is going to work out, but there are definitely forces. People are so frustrated with Hamas. And so he wants to have these areas that he can have a terror-free communities that can recover, develop, and receive financial aid, humanitarian and infrastructure support, and start to push Hamas into the corner, right? So that's what we want, but I hope that we can trust this. I hope so. This is a plan that was revealed in July of last year, that Gaza would be dismantled area by area, airdrop of humanitarian aid, and they would see the end of Hamas doing all their evil tricks. We look to the Druze. I'm so glad that they were able to, with Israel's help. Anyway, we were allowed to help to push back those jihadists massacring evil, apocalyptic terrorists. You see this girl, Hala Hatib, young Druze girl from Sueda, you know, the mountain of the Druze, survived the massacre that wiped out her entire family. She was injured by a bullet. Her whole family was murdered. She was hiding in a closet. It sounds like, you know, what happened to us on October 7th. And so I just say, if anyone stands up for Hamas, they should be ashamed of themselves. They're barbarians. They're animals. They're worse than animals, actually. Hamas is now saying they want to execute the hostages if Israel attempts to continue to put the squeeze on them and try to rescue our brothers and our sisters. And so the negotiations completely fell apart in Qatar, completely fell apart. So they're saying they want extreme concessions, releasing thousands and thousands of dangerous prisoners, full Israeli withdrawal from Gaza. But come on, it's not going to happen. We've endured widespread economic problem, emotional trauma, practical challenges for Israeli families. We've endured death, funerals, lost businesses. And you know what? They say, Trump says Hamas is the roadblock to the ceasefire. Egyptians say Hamas is the roadblock to a ceasefire. Israelis say Hamas is the roadblock to a ceasefire. What does the media say? Israel doesn't seem to be willing to enter a ceasefire. Some people say things that just makes me wonder, what kind of planet are these people on? You know, Isaiah 49 verse 25 gives a comfort. Indeed, this is what the Lord says. Even the captives of the mighty men will be taken away, and the spoils of the tyrant will be rescued. But I will contend with those who contend with you, and I will save your sons.